Alright, we're gonna watch this right now.
And gosh darn it, we may not be going much further. What the heck is this?
Remix a symbol. Some kind of cave tunnel. It's a tunnel cave. Some bleachers in the tunnel cave. Some kind of altar.
Sir Francis Dashwood was an English rake, Chancellor of the Exchequer, and Postmaster General during his political career. He also founded the Hellfire Club and liked to dress up in fancy costume. The caves at West Wickham were used for meetings in the 1750s and early 1760s. The club motto was Fais ce que tu voudras, do what you will.
This is a different cave.
The club activities included numerous illicit activities, including sex.
The Hellfire Cave with Benjamin Franklin.
Elon Musk's Boring Company announced plans to expand the People Mover project. Plans were announced with the LVCVA to build the underground Vegas loop right throughout the resort quarter. It would run from downtown to Allegiant Stadium. The first
Elon Musk Boring Company
scheduled to open up in January.
These tunnels that you're building right now, these are basically just like test versions of this ultimate idea that you have?
You know, it's just a hole in the ground.
There's a sled on it, and the sled goes very fast, like 100 miles an hour plus.
Yeah, you can go real fast.
Elon Musk currently digging in to government inefficiency, and he's literally doing it underground. The converted limestone mine that is in Doge's crosshairs is very much real. And in a press conference in the Oval Office on Tuesday, Elon Musk, the head of the Department of Government Efficiency, said the U.S. government stores and processes all retirement paperwork 230 feet underground, which are stored in manila envelopes and cardboard boxes. What's exactly going on inside of this converted limestone mine?
Take a look at this video from our Fox News flight team. You can see the entrance to the mine here. There's armed checkpoints, metal detectors, and biometric access markers. Meanwhile, 220 feet underground, take a look at the working environment. The Office of Personnel Management says it processed 7,381 claims per month last year. During the Obama administration, they doubled down and hired more workers to continue doing it the old way, but at a faster pace. So here we are, Musk really exposed to millions of Americans how this all works, and now the Trump administration is promising to make changes.
So I'm wondering if that paperwork is just like super important, or if Elon Musk just knows a lot about tunnels.
One of the most famous military bases in the world, Cheyenne Mountain. There is also a service area to keep the complex running, and even reservoirs, yes, underground lakes. You get inside by driving through a 2-mile tunnel, and when you get to the middle, you see the doors. Door to this building weighs 25 tons and runs on hydraulics. It's usually open all the time, but if it is closed, oh, then there's a problem.
I mean, obviously, Cheyenne Mountain was built to survive and endure through a nuclear event, and all of us hope that never happens.
I can only fantasize about what goes on in there. Maybe a lot, maybe little, but whatever it is, it's obviously important. So,
in the buildings underground, there are other facilities for the 300 to 400 workers.
Cafeteria.
As everybody knows, it's not easy protecting the country when you're hungry.
Thank you.
There's an exercise and weight room because you can't just go work out at the 24-hour fitness during your break.
All right.
Pick a basketball game against a...
This is like something from a James Bond movie, a secret tunnel underneath a secret city. There have been rumors for decades about mysterious activity in a man-made cave hundreds of feet beneath Los Alamos. Well, the rumors are true. There is a tunnel.
It's been whispered about for more than 60 years. Something secret lies deep in the Los Alamos Canyon.
I've heard about it, yes, but I don't know about it. Just that it exists. There was a rumor that there was a train in here because when you were up on top, you could hear sort of strange noises.
The stories of what was buried in the canyon were endless. And unless you worked at the National Lab, it's remained one of the best kept secrets in New Mexico since the 1940s.
No one's been in this vault. The public has not been in this vault. There's been no media ever in this vault.
Until now.
Some call it the invisible tunnel. Very few people knew it actually existed, even though it sits in the heart of the city.
Today, a popular city landmark marks the spot.
We're pretty much underneath the McDonald's parking lot.
Where the heck is 122 and an 8?
You're standing on it, dude. Just slip it down here. Give me that.
Hundreds of thousands of people have walked over it for decades without any clue of its existence. There's a secret tunnel buried below the Albuquerque Sunport with a special link to the airport's past.
We are in the famous tunnel under the Sunport.
A tunnel that was first used by passengers nearly 60 years ago, but has been sitting quiet since the 80s.
It's odd.
It is massive. This place is really big.
Now just used for maintenance, the Albuquerque Sunport Tunnel first opened in 1965.
You'd go under the tunnel, come up the stairs, and then you'd be at the satellite building that was out there to board your plane.
With 2 areas allowing for artisans to sell jewelry and pottery.
So if you can picture walking essentially from like baggage claim or the Great Hall to down in a tunnel all the way to, and then coming out to a building.
The tunnel still houses 16 mosaics made of thousands of 1-inch squares.
That reminds me of the Denver airport.
With various utility installations. As for part of the history, the Sunport says they don't know who made the murals.
I'm here at the New World Era. This is the Denver International Airport. Right there it says the New World Airport Commission. I've seen it on TV, but when you ask around, they don't know what you're talking about. Here they are building construction to God knows nowhere. There's a hole right there going down.
That is the Denver
April
airport.
9, 2013, and I have no idea where that's going. But if you don't ever think that the government has built a bomb shelter to protect 500,000 people, spent over $20 billion. You're crazy.
Breaking news this morning, Blucifer, the iconic blue Mustang at Denver International Airport, has been vandalized. DIA staff confirms orange paint was tagged on the side of the statue's legs. It is faint and hard to make out, and it was discovered last night around 8 o'clock. Crews are now trying to figure out how to remove the paint without damaging the statue.
Anything can become the topic of conspiracy theories, and that includes one of America's major airports.
Flying saucers have invaded our planet. Washington, London, Paris.
If the saucers ever do come, may we suggest another landing zone, where some say the welcome signs are already up for gargoyles. And are they really making a new home for the lizard people as workers remodel the main terminal?
Goomba! Be proud! Go Goomba! Join the Goomba!
And why is this guy, well, this thing, shushing us?
Well, one may say these are the type of visitors that we have underground in our facility.
What's really going on?
What's really going on is we are revitalizing our terminal, improving security, creating additional capacity so that we can serve our passengers into the future.
America's 5th busiest airport has swirled with conspiracy theories. How the runways make a swastika. How the blue Mustang statue earned the nickname Blucifer after it fell over and killed the artist. If art is in the eye of the beholder, conspiracy investigative journalist beholds doom. City underwater, flaming forests. This is scary stuff.
It's telling people in the know what this airport is all about.
Baggage handlers share basement space with a secret underground railroad to bunkers in the Rocky Mountains, where top government officials will survive nuclear war. And as the airport has some chuckles with conspiracy, there is the cat in the hat. Poor thing.
Denver International Airport announcing crews are building some new tunnels.
Oh, where's my tinfoil hat?
I know, right?
Put that thing on. They say they're trying to assure conspiracy theorists that it is not for an underground bunker.
Okay.
Looks like an underground bunker to me. They say the West Gates Pond expansion project involves crews building tunnels over a mile long. The airport said the tunnels will upgrade the aircraft de-icing fluid collection system. They also say it'll give the Illuminati a place to be.
I like how they kind of play into
They
it,
do.
too.
They do.
Put the signs
because
up
it's,
around.
because it's true.
I mean,
That's
you
why
have
they play.
gargoyles in there. What do you expect?
Play into it because it's real.
can see the mountain going down. Look at the black line on the back wall.
That's a room that
It was
breathes.
going 4 times faster than an F-22, which is a very fast plane, you know. And it was round.
Trump's talking about a spaceship or something.
Was this something that you were compelled to have conversations
No.
about? Was this your personal interest?
No, a little bit. It's not a great interest for me, but it's a little interest. Do you think that we have aliens coming, you know, flying around or whatever?
What do you think?
There's no reason not to.
CNN, federal investigators are preparing to bring accusers of Sean Diddy Combs before a federal grand jury. This is seen as a clear sign the Department of Justice could be moving to indict.
We are learning now that federal investigators are in possession of video footage that was taken inside of Combs's residence.
Let's talk about this. We were just talking about this before the show started, about a music videotape that was stolen. Do you want to talk about that now?
Yeah.
Break it down. What happened?
I mean, it was a videotape that we did in my house just for my private collection. You know what I mean? Snoop was a part of it.
They got it?
Somebody stole this tape from my house or something like that, and there's a lot of X-rated things on it, you know, so...
So what? Well, listen. Snoop, you don't know about this? Remember the tape? So what happened? You had a party? Someone? Don't you? This is like the Tommy Pamela Lee thing.
It's worse than that, man.
Whoever was at Dre's house at that party, you better return that tape.
Please bring it back.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, if it gets out there, you know, so be it. I'm just letting everybody know, you know. It was out of my private collection. That's all. It wasn't meant to be out there like that.
All right, well, let's hope it gets returned in the mail.
We hear that these investigators have been contacting individuals that they have seen on this footage. The investigation was largely based in sex trafficking, which is what HSI specializes in. Now we are hearing that scope has been widened. I have a source who tells me, quote, this is much bigger than just these lawsuits.
Playboy magazine reports it has just discovered blueprints for a network of tunnels beneath the mansion that supposedly led to the homes of Jack Nicholson, Warren Beatty, James Caan,
Will you watch yourself,
and Kirk Douglas. Now dig this. A photo from the late 70s allegedly showing an excavation in progress beneath the mansion. And this one shows the newly discovered tunnel plans. Check out the bunny logo on the plywood wall. Best of all, the blueprint. It says this tunnel leads to James Caan's house. This one to Jack Nicholson's. This one to Kirk Douglas's. And this one goes all the way to Warren Beatty's house.
It is all of them. All of them. And not one will be able to escape.
It's not quite up there with the 1947 Roswell incident, but the cow mutilations of the 70s remain one of New Mexico's biggest mysteries.
Jess, the book was written by the son of the lead New Mexico State Police investigator. A warning, some of the images are graphic.
A lot of the cattle were found with broken bones. They were found with harness marks because they were being lifted in some type of harness or clamp marks on their hooves or legs. People need to know what really happened, and hopefully this book will set the record straight. Humans were involved in the mutilations.
Officer Valdez's theory that government agencies were snatching the cattle for super secret Cold War experiments at an underground base in Dulce.
Plunge into the Dulce base mystery, a supposed underground facility in New Mexico. Cloaked in secrecy, it's thought to be a hub for covert projects.
In this process, I was lowered down the basket of one of these holes.
I've heard a lot about Dulce.
About from me to this elderly woman here in the front was sitting a 7-foot-tall alien gray. The stench was worse than the worst garbage can you can imagine. The person or the entity was absolutely horrible. I killed 2 of them. Yes, they're mortal and they do die. However, in the process, one of them did this. All I remember is that he just kind of waved his hand in front of his chest, and the next thing I know, this blue beam hit me and just literally opened me up like a fish, and burnt my fingers right off of me, and it was some form of electrical force because the kind of like being hit by a lightning bolt burned all my toenails off of me.
So I don't know what to think about those video clips. I think some of them were pretty odd, but others weren't so much so.